Hello, hope you have had a beautiful weekend so far. Here in the Netherlands, it's still summer. We are away for a weekend in nature, as you can see, and it's really beautiful. It's very, um, yeah, quiet and very peaceful. And it's almost 9 o'clock, but still very light. And I went for a walk. The kids are in bed, and I found a very cute bench. So I'm sitting now here and enjoying my me time. And I thought, I also want to record a video because what I want to share with you today has to do with nature and the power of nature and the wisdom of nature. And I notice it now more and more if I'm outside, if I'm walking under the sky, seeing trees, seeing grass, seeing green, I get quiet, I get calm, my mind quiets down. Yeah, I get clarity, I get inspiration. So it's definitely something that I'm doing now regularly, actually almost daily, but not always in such beautiful nature as here. But this exercise I'm going to explain in a minute is suitable for any place. You can do it at home. The only thing you need is something from nature. So it could be a piece of fruit, could be a feather, could be a walnut, could be a shell, could be a stone, or could be a flower. On Friday, so yesterday, I had my last session of the writing class. I go to this small-scale writing class, and it's really, really inspiring, and you get new wisdom from every time almost, because it doesn't matter what we write about. It's not about style or literally perfect pieces. It's finding your own voice, and it doesn't matter what we write about. It could be eating a cookie, it could be the bike ride to the class, it could be writing about the flower. It's always, you always recognize your own style, your own voice, and your own topics of that time. That's true for me, but that's true for also my colleagues who write with me. And this exercise we did today is really so powerful and so strong, because it gets you in touch with your own wisdom and with the wisdom of nature. And it only takes like 20, maybe 25 minutes to do, but you will definitely benefit from it. So I really recommend it. What you need is a quiet place. Could be at your home, could be in your garden, could be anywhere, but with no phones, no potential interruption. You just need some time for yourself, and then take something from nature. Could be something that you can touch, hold in your hands, smell, feel. And it could be a piece of fruit, it could be a stone, it could be a feather, it could be a walnut, or it could be a flower. It doesn't matter what it is. It should be something from nature though. And we did the exercise with flowers, so we all had to pick one flower from a vase of flowers. And then the exercise is to describe it as well as possible, as detailed as possible. And in order to do that, we need to really look at it and smell it and feel it and taste it and to describe it with all our senses. And do this for maybe 10-15 minutes. See how much inspiration you have, where you get. And if you have the feeling that you really described it very well, then see if you can come up with a memory that, yeah, maybe pops up in your head, and if so, then write about the memory, how you felt, what you saw, what you smelled, what you he heard, everything with all your senses. And I think that already will give you many insights and wisdom. And once you're done with that exercise, I think it will take you maybe 10 minutes, 12 minutes maybe. Take your time and place yourself into the position of that piece of nature that you hold in your hands. So either the flower or the piece of fruit or the shell or the stone, it doesn't matter. And look at it as if all the wisdom is there in that thing of nature. And what would this thing write you in a letter to? Which wisdom, which thoughts, which ideas, which wisdom does it want to tell you, or does it want to share with you when looking at your life at the moment? So just write whatever comes up in your head. Start with dear and then your own name. And then write and see where it gets you. You could maybe start with thank you for seeing me. And then go on from there, and maybe write for another 10-15 minutes. It depends on how much inspiration you feel. And whenever you feel you're ready, then read through both texts again and maybe underline key words for you that you really find important, or that struck you, or that pop up from the text. And then maybe as a final exercise to round everything up, write a poem that comes up in you now, based on the text you wrote, based on the words you underlined, based on the wisdom you got. And write a poem. It can be even something very short. Doesn't have to rhyme, don't worry. We're not looking for any Nobel Prize poems or something. But just out of flow, see where you end up. And I think you will get a lot of wisdom out of it, as we all did during the writing class. Because we are so wise from the inside, and we are nature, and by looking at something from nature, we see a mirror, we see ourselves, and we are that piece of fruit, we are that shell, we are that stone, we are that flower, and the flower is us. And we are all combined, we are all one with nature, I think. And we can really go to a deeper level in ourselves and find that very wise voice in us. And I hope you will have a similar experience that will show you how wise you are by only spending maybe 20-25 minutes in peace with yourself and with your object of nature. So wish you a beautiful weekend, and I really hope you do the exercise for yourself. Thank you very much for listening, and see you soon. Bye bye.